everybody to the second open qualifier of North America for WCS Valencia Challenger, where we are getting ready to hop into the deciders match, at least one of the 4 deciders match we're going to have today, between puCK and omgabanana, arguably the greatest nickname we have in the North American scene. The first game is going to be played on Proxima Station. Today has been a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the games at home. Todd and I have definitely been enjoying ourselves, and it's been quite wild, Todd.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's weird because these games and series felt kind of long, but it hasn't been a very long time that we went live, right? It's like been less than 2 hours and a half, and it feels like so much has happened already, man.
Yeah, but that's because we didn't take a single break yet, I think, and then it's just like game after game after game.
Yeah,
normally, you know, shows go longer because every now and then you have like a 5-minute break or 10-minute break.
It's better like that, not much downtime.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it makes it more fun for us, makes it more fun for the viewers.
We finally gave an opportunity to the viewers as well to go to toilet, grab some snacks, and here we are back again.
Yep, over here on the left bottom side, looking at the main base of, oh my god, a banana. A guy that has been quite prominent in the LAN scene in North America, has been attending multiple Sidestorm Gaming Cups and stuff like that. His opponent is a very well-known player. Had his best result last year, roughly a year and 2-3 months ago, when he made it to the semi-finals of the Gold Series Invitational in Shanghai. Got so close to winning that tournament. Had a great series against Harston back then in the semi-finals. It is puCK. I have to say though, Todd, ever since he had that fantastic run, puCK hasn't been that successful anymore. He still had a couple of decent showings, but it just felt like he's been hitting a little bit of a slump.
Yeah.
Maybe took some time off the game as well. But we normally expect a player like puCK to at least make it into Challenger.
I think, yeah, it's mostly mental, right? Like, losing can't take its toll, and he struggled in particular in offline tournaments for some time, took a break, then now started attending some of those again. He was focusing on streaming for some time, which is always good because it doesn't matter like when you stream a lot, like you're still playing quite a bit. If you have like a bad period, eventually you'll overcome that and then regain that confidence. And I believe you've experienced that firsthand recently, right? You said you were having a slump, then you came back stronger by playing quite a bit.
Yep. It's also just important that you're enjoying yourself, and if you're traveling to an event and you're not totally feeling yet, and you go there and you just end up losing quite early on, it just feels like it's disappointment after disappointment. Yeah. Well, if you're sitting comfortably at home, you can just play your games, and it should allow you to find your rhythm. We have 2 adepts on the side of omgabanana against the double stalker opening for puCK. puCK is excellent in positioning his stalkers early on, so that first adept, there's a good chance it's going to get picked up immediately. The old adept thought, I think it would have lived. This adept has fallen. You know what I'm shocked by? We don't have a single Stargate yet on either side. And I feel that Proxima is the ultimate Stargate map in PvP.
Not anymore.
No, it's been a little less lately, actually. You're right.
Because I think everybody's getting better against it by playing differently. Maybe a lot of people got fed up of Stargate against Stargate. You know, it can't be like special / tricky. So, yeah, I think they are going to prioritize Stalkers and maybe even like a sort of blink openers here in the first place.
Well, omgabanana is going to be safe here on the high ground with his 2 stalkers and his mothership core as he's dropping the Twilight and the Robo. puCK is most likely going to do the same, but he's going to open up with the Robo and probably get a slightly later Twilight. You know, I have casted very few PvPs where not at least one of them went Stargate. So I'm quite interested to see how this game will play out. Probably just ending up with Blink Stalkers, Immortals, eventually Disruptors if we get there. But it could be the case that one of them goes for timing as well. That's a pretty fast resonating glaive, so maybe omgabanana is gearing up for some sort of a timing attack, or he's going to try to hit with glaives, and he's also getting a Dark Shrine. Okay, now it's just getting weird.
Trying to surprise, hope that there is no observer somewhere there. And if puCK was not to see it also, I mean, it can be pretty good. Obviously, there is that sentry here that's to build up on energy and then send a hallucinated Phoenix across the map that should see that, but you can also deny that with some well-placed stalkers, maybe even an overcharge, even though then it becomes a little bit more obvious. And again, very important, this is a qualifying match here that is going on.
Just making it to Challenger, you already secure yourself $400 and some WCS points, but of course it gives you the opportunity to play again on Friday and Saturday night. It's Saturday and Sunday morning for us here in Europe. And then obviously you can test your skills against some of the best that North America has to offer, against Scarlet, against Neep, Hilly, Bills. And all those other fantastic players, Semper as well, really deserve to be mentioned lately as he's been incredibly consistent. One of those hallucinated Phoenixes did get picked off, like you said, Todd. Good StarCraft positioning again here by puCK. Which series are you looking forward to get into?
Avilo.
Avilo?
Against the Dolan.
Okay. Should be a fun matchup.
Dolan asked for a bit of a break.
Probably in a long series as well.
Avilo said he went somewhere probably to study my VODs. I mean, most people know what he's doing, right? They know what he does. But maybe like in details might help.
TVT,
you know.
I think having some extra information about your opponent could be great. This game is about to get hectic as puCK is going to start working on these backdoor rocks and is meanwhile going to keep omgabanana busy with a couple of adepts in the main. But at the same time, the Banana Man himself is setting up for some Dark Templar high-res.
puCK is the first one to set that up beautifully there with some force fields. Now the Mothership Core is focused on defending the natural, and that's when the adepts in the main are going to go here for puCK. And in the meantime, the aggression at home, as long as puCK doesn't completely fall apart, he can use the right overcharges to probably defend.
There is no observer here. I don't know why omgabanana is not warping in DTs. There we go, but the Dark Templars are sleeping on the job as he's probably focused on the other side of the map, but he's going to lose his Mothership Core. How much damage will he be able to do? He's going to try to kill the robotics facility, but there is one observer out on the map. Where is this one observer? Okay, it was actually right on top of the robo. So that ain't going to work. And, well, omgabanana is killing a lot, but he's losing way more at home. Like you said, these adepts have ravaged everything in the main mineral line, and there is barely any workers left for the Banana Man, as he lost 35 probes. And I have the feeling, Todd, that this was a short and explosive one, because I am not sure how you're supposed to recover when you only have 12 workers left in a PvP. It's going to be very hard. Very, very hard. Good job there by puCK. I thought he was going to take his time, work on the rocks, but he just blinked across the rocks with the high ground vision that the Warp Prism provided. And, you know, the defensive Warpins, the defensive DTs were just a little too late. And also losing the Mothership Core, not being able to keep the workers in the main mineral line safe. This game just spiraled out of control very quickly. He's going to make a last-ditch attempt here with a couple of Dark Templars, but there's no observer on top of this army. Let's see it is. It's just trading. Could drop some force field, could get the Dark Templars, and there's a good chance that that is going to be it. As soon as these DTs die, there is just almost nothing going anymore. That's cute. Good force field. Oh, well done. Well done, puCK. Picked up the first entry. puCK is really good with Warp Prisms. He had a great little clip on Reddit yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. We had a sick Disruptor hit. He picked up the Disruptor, flew away. The other guy blinked forward, started shooting at the Warp Prism. puCK dropped the Disruptor. The Stalker started shooting at the Disruptor. Warp Prism flew further and picked up the Disruptor again on the high ground, and it was safe. It was a sick play.
Sounds like something puCK would do. He gets a lot of practice doing that, to be fair. Not many players go for Disruptor drop as often as him and M. Canning.
I think this is going to be the end. Adepts are good, but they can't possibly be this good against this many Stalkers. A couple of sentries as well. Guardian Shield could potentially help out. Is there a Mothership Core? No, there is not. So no defensive Photon Overcharge available. puCK is going to pick up game number 1 here. Quite quick and easy. Proxima Station takes the 1-0 lead. No games yet for Todd, guys. So for the first time today, you guys will see us other than the opening segment, as we actually don't have 2 games going on at the same time. Very convincing game there by puCK. I don't think, you know, looking at that game, I don't think he has much to worry about for game 2 and maybe even game 3. But it looked like he was in control.
Yeah, that was a good performance here out of him. And again, like we expect puCK to make it to Challenger, right? He shouldn't be falling if these Open Cups. Not making from the ladder, like sure, that's maybe a little bit disappointing, but not necessarily that big a surprise because there's a lot of good players over in North America, even though like puCK usually does a lot of ladder and is pretty high ranked. But yeah, we do expect him to make it there, and it needs more Protosses. So far, it's 6 Zergs, 3 Terrans, and 3 Protosses. So these Terrans and Protosses, it's time for them to make it.
Well, we got at least one, because even if puCK wouldn't be able to close out this series, then we still get at least 1 Protoss. Omgabanana, of course, playing Protoss as well. We have no regret also in the bracket still. He's waiting for the winner of Drunken Boy against QXC.
So that's going to be a Terran or Zerg coming from there. M. Canning's waiting on Snake and Cuddle Bear. And all the way down in the bracket, well, we're waiting on a lot of people. I really hope that Volts, by the way, wins against Ares. Nothing against Ares, but Volts was in the, went very far yesterday. I think he was in the qualifying match. And I really want to show like at least one of his series. Like if this
Yeah.
guy keeps on fighting hard and we never feature him here, like it almost feels like it's in vain.
Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to maybe Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my wire. I keep sitting on it and I keep pulling it out of position.
We don't want to make Mark Olbers restless over there, do we?
He's in Cologne. He's eating schnitzels right now and having a cheeky one. Our big balls ain't watching, hopefully. All right, so your series is about to start. Avila versus Dolan. We saw a little bit of Dolan yesterday, for the people who are unfamiliar with Dolan. North American Terran player that I think lives in Florida, but spent some time in Southern California, living with the Root Boys. Was practicing quite a bit back then. And it's nice to see that pay off as well. I'm letting both puCK and Banana know that I'm ready to go. Todd, what do you think went through his mind when he called himself, oh my god, a banana?
How old is he? That's the more important question there.
I have no idea. I don't think he's dead, Joe.
Because trust me, I've talked about this with, I think it was Kyle Arias. We all had silly nicknames when we started. There is no way Rotterdam was your first nickname, so you're going to confess to your first few nicknames right now and right there.
The only nickname I had was a very uncreative one, just as uncreative as calling myself Rotterdam. And I called myself Koyman.
Say again?
Koyman. Like my last name, Koy, and then Koyman.
Koyman?
Yeah, because there used to be a show on Dutch television where there used to be an older man, and he was called Koyman, and there was somebody else in that series that would stutter, and was an actor, and he would be like,
it's not that bad.
Koyman. And then my friends always used to call me Koyman. So then I was like, well, I'm playing online games. I don't know. I call myself
I really
Koyman.
think it's not that bad. No. There has to be some more embarrassing one. You're not giving us everything.
No, really. That's pretty much when I started.
Did you hear what my old nickname, one of my old nicknames was?
No.
It was Megalisk with an at for the A. Megalisk.
Well, the problem is you can't really do that anymore these days. There's so many restrictions.
Right. Yeah.
In the old days, you could call yourself whatever. You could use all characters.
There was even the small wave thing like this, you know? I had one nickname with this. It was Yo-Yo. Small wave, Yo-Yo, small wave again.
Alrighty, we are ready to hop into game number 2 between, oh my god, Hey Banana and puCK. It's going to be played on Ascension to Ire. What a suiting map. We have to fix the score. All right.
We can have a look as well later on on the TVT here. Avilo against Dolan is getting on the way here on my screen.
It's probably going to take a while, Todd. There's a good chance that
TVT
this
can be quick, right?
Nah. Well, Dolan.
Have you been on Nathaniel's stream? You know what?
Nate also max.
Yeah.
Aliens. You know, there's a funny story about puCK. A while ago, I was leathering and I played against a random Protoss called Milo and Mila. I've never seen before. And for a second I thought it was Mechanic, because Mechanic's cat is called something like that. But then someone's like, no, that's not Mechanic's account. And this guy was harassing me with his probe. And I have never seen somebody put so much effort into harassing me with his probe. There we go. Gets the kill, as puCK did. And I was talking on my stream. I was like, guys, I don't even want to win this game. This is literally the best probe harasser I have ever seen in my life. We played the game. And I actually ended up winning that game. But while I was winning, I said, you know what, sir? You had the best pro harass of all time.
And you left.
And I left. And then a week later, I attended WCS Austin. And then puCK came to me. He's like, hey, Roddy, what's up? I was like, hey, man, how you doing? I played him again later that night. And that time, I just played to win. And I actually lost. It was 1-1. I was like, that guy's just pretty good. And then puCK walked up to me. And he's like, you remember the pro harasser? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, that was me. I was like, oh, the best pro harasser NA, Todd. Filling those shoes.
It does strike me as the kind of guy that would do this as well. Kind of like Hug back in the days. Yep. Remember, he was always doing this. First drawing a heart where he was going to make a nexus. And harassing like a madman with his probe. And then still going for gate and killing them all.
Well, puCK got a kill here with his probe, so that's actually very nice. And he gets the Stalker kill as well. Wow. puCK just displaying superior micro here in the early stages of this PvP. Actually a pretty big deal. It's going to give him map control, it's going to give him map vision, because nobody wants to fight with 3 against 4 Stalkers. So, oh my god, a banana knows that he's going to have to be very careful. Maybe he still wants to get the kill on that low HP Stalker, but I don't recommend doing that. He's going to go for some 3-gate action, maybe? Proxy a gate? He's expanding. Losing that Stalker is even more painful now, since he wants to... At least I thought he wanted to be aggressive. puCK really just runs up this ramp top. He wants to fight more and gets a lot of damage done again on one of these Stalkers. puCK is really good early game micro, but now he's going to have to disengage. 5 against 4 and defend his advantage. You don't want to fight that. But other than that, Robo's going up both sides. One gate being used. 3 gates. Kind of a mirror game so far. How's your TVT, Todd?
There's been quite a bit of action actually. Avilo dropped some cyclones that got quite a few snipes there, so.
Oh, puCK is moving out over here, Todd, with his Stalkers. Ends up losing 2 Stalkers there. So oh my god, a banana is gonna flank him as well. This should be a Mothership Core though, with plenty of energy, and you gotta respect Fulton Overcharge. And I'm sure that oh my god, a banana will. I actually think
Why did you say oh my god? Why not OMG?
That's a good question, actually. You never thought about it, Todd. OMG, a banana. You're right. I just made up a name. Maybe it doesn't stand for oh my god at all. It could stand for our magical something G. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Oh my god!
Force field.
What is this? Wings of Liberty?
All these Stalkers are going to
on
die.
the stage!
Yeah, well.
We got a Zeppelin micro.
He's gonna get these last 2 Stalkers probably as well. With some
Get the
weapons
pylon as
micro.
well.
No,
puCK hit the jackpot.
He wants to get the Stalkers, Todd. This is puCK. puCK will not give up.
God.
Probably not gonna get this one, so this is full on HP.
He can just counter-attack from there with all his skills.
Yeah.
Go up on the high grounds, elevate everything, warp in more units, and then type a heart. Right now. Actually, that would be pretty good.
Oh man, only 3 Stalkers for OMG a banana. He's in a world of trouble. He's up 2 workers, but 3 Stalkers, there's no way he's gonna be able to hold this ramp. He does have his first Immortal, and he's gonna get 2 sentries. But puCK might actually do what you just said.
I just looked back at my game, and there is tanks sieging other tanks on the low ground. I don't even know what's happening in this TVT.
Well, we can take a look at the drills too. Even though it's hard to break Protoss, I guess, with a defensive Immortal. Yeah, he might try though.
Yeah, just elevate.
Yeah, but
does he have a? He has a depth.
Oh,
he lets the
lands
force
it.
field. And now he can just elevate everything. He needs one more. Does he have one more force field?
Yeah, he has
on
one
that
more
sentry?
force field.
Yeah, this is it. He can just log this down. He can recall in the main.
Yeah.
OMG, Banana can recall in the main. He's not thinking about it. Oh my god, that Robo. Not like this.
He's gonna overcharge. He's gonna pull all the workers. That's the last entry though. He's gonna wipe in with Zealot instead, but a lot of that probes already. This is still a little bit risky because he's gonna fight 2 Immortals.
Yeah, but like he can force field these units out endlessly.
Is there a force field?
Oh, he doesn't have one. Well, I mean, he's already dealt some good damage, but the walker counts even. If this was to get cleaned up, puCK would not be winning the game right there. So he does take a good fight with the few force fields that he's got left.
Good micro as well.
And the Robo's dead.
Yeah. And still saving units. A couple of very ballsy warp-ins here by OMG Banana. He's going to be able to do some damage on these sentries, but that's pretty much all he has. One by one, his units are getting picked off by these sentries. Potent Overcharge is going to keep at least that part of the base safe for now. But I think we're looking at the beginning of the end here. As 32 army supply against 13. It's kind of an unfair fight. The Mothership Core gets picked off. How powerful is this one Immortal? The H-1
Not powerful enough. Not as powerful as you.
It's me?
Yeah.
I am definitely not very powerful.
You're the Highlander, man.
Last Stalker is going to fall as well. Look at puCK, still microing. So many low HP Stalkers. Beautiful display of some Warp, Prism, micro, abuse. Call it how you want it. But puCK is doing a great job. Has to be tiny with cap. Oh my god, look at this. This is Immortal in the end, get picked off as well. And I think that's it. puCK will qualify for WCS Valencia North America Challenger. Secures himself $400 and is our 4th Protoss to do so.
Good job to him. I think I can show you guys the last few moments here from that game, perhaps. Even though, I mean, this game was madness. Like even now looking at it, I'm like, what is going on? There was 2 CCs on the way here for Avilo, who already has one there.
What?
Yeah.
4 CCs?
And like a second ago, there were landed Vikings there that were trading. It was just basically a slugfest. Like if you look at the units that died, they basically threw every single unit that they made at one another, and then Avilo just had more at the end. So
what happened?
That was like the worst replay analysis ever.
Why was Dolan at 37 supply?
Because like the drops of Avilo just did too much.
Okay.
He was like, he dropped 2 Cyclones at first that did damage, and also Dolan, he stayed on one base for a very long time. He was on one base like a super long time, and he was just attacking Avilos. And Avilos at first, his defense didn't look that crisp, but then he got air control with Vikings and enough tanks to defend. And then from there, never died. Avilo is just the guy that will never die. Even the one game that he lost earlier against BioIce, he was just like surviving for like 20 minutes longer than he should have.
Yeah, that game should have ended at like the 12-minute mark when there were 200 supply of Roaches and Ravagers. Did a great job. I think that if BioIce would ever play against Avilo again, I think there is a 0% chance that he does not veto Defender's landing. He's probably like, I made a mistake and I'm never making that mistake again. All right, so we're wondering right now about what else we can join. Obviously, as soon as game 2 between Dolan and Vilo is up, Todd will join that one.
M Canning Cuddle Bear might be ready.
Yeah, well, I definitely want to join that one. That's a great series. Cuddle Bear is a pretty good North American Terran, but Mechanic is a pretty damn good North American Protoss, so it should be a lot of fun. And obviously, we welcome Protosses. We're a little bit biased here. Well, actually, we kind of need a Terran too.